Greetings everybody, my name is GreatBritishGeek, and as sure as the title says, I'm here to talk about something that I have been thinking about for a long time now, and that is that I am no longer gonna be making YouTube videos. As you know, I've talked about in the past before the stress that my A-levels puts me under, and there are a lot of people out there who, you know, A-levels are hard, but there are a lot of people out there who can just handle them a lot easier than I can. And I'm not the most academic person in the world. Like, I'm not thick or anything, but I'm just one of those people that does find A-levels hard, and I'm not really one of those people that can relax for a lot of their free time, go into an exam and still bash out a C grade. If I relax and don't work, I go into that exam and I come out with a straight fail, and there's no getting around that. So as we're getting closer and closer to the exams, you know, the stress and the pressure is really starting to increase, and the subjects I'm studying are, you know, so huge, and I'm getting less and less free time. You know, I've had to do drama performances, and, you know, I've got poetry to do, I've got Shakespeare to do, I've got so much psychology. Like, there is just so much that I need to revise, know, and be able to apply in an exam. And, you know, I've got a resit in May, and then as of June, you know, my exams begin. And I finish school on the 29th of June. So, you know, time really is running out for me. And you might be thinking, you know, I'm sure you don't spend your every waking moment revising, and that's true, I don't. Nobody does. Because you always need breaks in between what you're studying, and you always need your downtime. And it's true that I could make videos then, but the trouble is that I'm finding that in my downtime I'm so exhausted. Like, I mean, making these videos like this now doesn't take too much effort. Like, I'm just sat here in front of a camera talking, but you know, when I'm just so exhausted that I just want to lie around and just stare blankly at a TV screen, like, this can be tiring, and I'm tired all the time, and I'm not sleeping properly, and everything really is just ramping up. And at this stage, I think I know what I need to put first. And I'm sure you've noticed as well that my uploads have been so infrequent, and they've dropped so much. You know, my Comic-Con video, in between my Comic-Con video and I think my channel trailer or the skit I did about mothers, the gap between that was like a good 3 or 4 weeks. And it's not that I don't have ideas, I have ideas, but I don't have the time to record, or I don't have the energy to record. And so I've kind of decided just to pack this in, because the last thing I need is me sitting down trying to analyse Rain et al.'s study of brain abnormality and having something in the back of my head going, oh, you haven't uploaded a YouTube video in 4 weeks, well, you need to waste a good half an hour of your time recording that, and waste another hour of your time editing it, and then waste another 5 hours uploading it because your internet is so shit. Like, I can't have that, and I don't want that. I just want to be able to focus solely on my studying and get into university and see where I go from there. I've kind of also just found as well that things are lacking on my channel. Channels often go through spikes where they're really successful, and then the I guess popularity of those channels drops, and I feel like mine has dropped. Like, I've got 1,000 subscribers, and I know that doesn't equal millions of views, but if you think about this, I have, as of today, 1,067 subscribers, and my average view count is about 150. So, you know, there's like a good, you know, 900 people who are inactive, and I don't get that many comments. And it's just kind of like, I enjoy making these videos, and I really enjoy it when people say, oh, I love this, or this made me happy. And it's not all about numbers, and I don't view it like that, but you do have to think that I'm using up my time to make videos, and it does kind of make you reflect on what you're doing if nobody is really watching, because if nobody's watching, then you kind of have to say, I should probably stop doing this because this isn't helping me. You know, when people watch, at least I know, hey, you know, someone's getting something out of this. And I'm just not seeing much of that, and it's understandable because every channel, even the big ones like PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and Mark and all of those guys, you know, their views drop around this time of year because people like myself, people at uni, people doing their GCSEs, people are studying and are watching less and less, and things usually peak in the summer months like July. So I guess I have noticed that, but it's kind of that crossed with all the studying stuff that I previously put, it always points towards just not carrying on. So it's now that I say that Great British Geek will be no more. I have really enjoyed this journey with you guys. And you know, we reached 1,000 subscribers, and I've said it before, that's not a lot, but for me, and just considering what I'm doing here in this tiny little village with shit equipment and crappy little ideas, you know, I'm still baffled that 1,000 people decided that they wanted to support me and they wanted to see me do this again and again. So thank you for the support you've given me. And the final thing I want to say is April Fools.